It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely.
Where is it? Oh, U.S. Congress expected to vote on a nationwide decrimination of marijuana.
They need to.
They need to. They need
They
to.
need to.
Yeah.
In December.
Yeah.
Good.
They need to.
Good.
Did you see what they did
It needs
in
to
Washington
pass.
State?
What?
They legalized
Oh, yeah, like
everything.
heroin.
Everything.
Right.
Did they?
They
Yeah.
decriminalized it.
Decriminalized
So,
heroin, cocaine,
The use,
methamphetamine.
not the selling.
yeah,
Right.
but it's still state though.
Mm,
So
Yeah,
it's
federal
still
law
federally
still.
illegal.
Yeah.
I understand why they did that, because why are you gonna give somebody an addiction that hooked on it more trouble?
Charges.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's my thing, and hear me out on it. We need to decriminalize it all. We've lost the war on drugs. It's a war on drugs. All it does is institutionalize people that honestly need help. Just decriminalize everything. The problem will work itself out. Use that money we're using to fight the war on drugs to open treatment centers
Yep.
and get people that
Well-
want help.
As long as methadone is free for addicts, chemo and insulin should be free.
Yeah. that
That's
is
my
true.
stance on it.
Yeah.
You got people out here that can't afford their insulin
Yeah, because
monthly because of
'Cause that price went
money.
up.
Exactly.
Now, with that, though, okay.
But you can go get free methadone if you're an
You're
addict.
going to have more people driving around, okay, out on the streets. I mean, there will be literally more people out there driving high on something.
And you wanna know how many people gonna get busted with that though?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know how many cops are gonna follow them?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
no,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Honestly, other countries have done it, and it's been proven. I think it was
You could get
Thailand. It might have been over in Thailand somewhere. They had a huge drug problem. One of those smaller countries right around there. They literally legalized everything. Now, granted, there was a ton of ODs at
Now,
the beginning.
legalize the selling of it?
Everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
there
There's
was
nothing
no
is
illegal
illegal.
bounds.
There's
Yeah.
no illegalities anymore.
Interesting.
And they had a large rise in overdoses right at the very beginning, and then it tapered off. Then literally the number of people that were using greatly declined. I mean, like the number dropped
it
like
wasn't
hammer.
a taboo anymore.
It wasn't a taboo anymore.
Yeah.
And they, instead of using money to fight the war on drugs, they opened treatment centers. And so a large portion of the population no longer uses drugs.
All right, what about prostitution?
Legalize prostitution. It's your body. You do what
Yeah.
you want to with it.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, what about abortions?
No. Partial birth, I do not agree with. Anything over the age of viability, no.
yeah.
Well, then then you're contradicting yourself.
it depends with the abortion.
Age of viability.
What do you mean? Because I'm not for abortions. I'm anti-abortion.
I know. I've had an abortion, so I'm not going to say I'm not for it.
Uh-huh. No, I hear you.
You know, I mean, it was a situation that I was in. It was a hard choice to make. And, you know, if I had to do it again, I don't know if I would or not. It was very traumatic for me. But I don't think that, I think that when there's a heartbeat and you know that there's a heartbeat, that at that point in time for me, it becomes a human being. If it can survive outside the womb, then we should not be doing abortions past that. I don't agree with completely stripping someone of the ability to do that. Now, however, that being said, I also believe that both the father and the mother should be having to sign that, because that man contributed just as much as that woman did to that
Yep.
life. It should not be solely the woman making the decision. Sorry, and if that makes anybody upset, that's just how I feel about it. Both
I've
it
said
took
that
two
for
to
years.
tango.
You know, just it should be both.
Yeah.
It's her body, her choice.
But it should be
I get
both.
But
that.
it's your child.
But exactly, it would be the man's child.
Now they always bring up the rape thing. Have you seen these?
I
these
think if it's
extremely low numbers of rape pregnancies,
Right, but if
it
there is a rape pregnancy, I believe you should be able to have
it
that.
is almost not even existent.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's not what they. I mean, that's like the number one argument.
Yeah.
Is what if they're raped?
Oh, I'm sure there's more women that catch AIDS or an STD from rape than they do a baby.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. That's a lot of statistics you have to go into to
Not
look
being
at.
mean, but a lot of, again, rapists have gotten smarter. They know about DNA testing, and they're looking for semen, things like that. They're wearing protection now.
Today's letter is brought to you by DNA.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they're being smarter, and especially if they're like a serial rapist, they're going to use protection. They're not going to put themselves out there to get it popped by DNA.
I never understood that mentality. How can you rape
I don't either.
somebody?
I don't know either.
How can you rape somebody? How can you actually even be attracted or stimulated by someone that hasn't been developed? I've never understood that. You know what I mean?
I don't know. That's just gross.
Yeah.
I just think that
It's a sickness.
It's it's definitely a sickness, but it's a sickness that the world doesn't need. That's for sure.
Yeah. No, just freaking let these kids live their lives. Yeah. All right. Shane, you got anything to add?
No, sir.
No, I know.
No, sir.
No. It's weird though, right? Strange world we live in.
It is strange.
We'll make sense of it. That's what we're working on.
It's the Joe Padula Show. Bada bing. Clarksville's conversation.